Yes, guys, Gaming Jesus here, back wherever if you, and also back face Scotland. I'm clinically depressed, right? I don't, Northern Ireland's pish, right? Let's just leave it at that. Going to make a fed, release a fed, showing you a wee vlog. But I'll be back soon, no mistake about that. I'll be at a few Rangers games this season, and but we've got to talk about this Rangers game. And yeah, as this game was on, I was just getting off the Stena line. So that sums up my depression. But Gio, aye. You know what, mate? Great player. You won us a cup. You got the Europa League final, but it's time to go. Right? I don't think there should be, complete toxic behaviour for fans towards Gio. I mean, I think the likes you've seen when Arsene Wenger was at the end of his, I'm not comparing Gio's reign as Rangers manager to Arsenal and Arsene Wenger's, but I'm just trying to think of a recent example. Arsene Wenger, I mean, it got really toxic towards the end there, especially you've seen on Arsenal fan TV. But I think it's time to go, right? Because I've been saying this for weeks, maybe months at this point. We're just playing shite. The players have stopped playing for them, right? And it's so much easier to get rid of a manager and to get rid of all players, especially when you're not even in a window. It's not like we're at the end of the season, and you can give Gio time to rebuild. He's brought in his own players. Literally everyone he's brought in has been a flop. I'm talking about January, but if we look at January, that window was a disaster. Apart from James Sands, who's been alright, absolute mess. Aaron Ramsey, I don't even want to speak about that, man, because that'll depress me even more. But yeah, Aaron Ramsey, that didn't go according to plan. Alright, the summer window has went better, but in a degree, you can look at it very negatively as well, because we've brought in John Souttar, who's played one game. Fuck knows when he'll be back. I mean, we're all hearing this after the World Cup talk, but I mean, what the fuck does that mean? We don't really know what that means. That could mean the World Cup in 2026 or something at this rate. Goldson's out for ages, which isn't really transfer news, but back to transfer news, I got a wee bit carried away. We've brought in Ridvan Yilmaz, who just hasn't did fuck all. He's not been given a chance, and he's 5 million. Rangers don't fork out 5 million on a player that doesn't get a chance. Unless it just doesn't make any sense to me. Barisic is actually he's been alright this season, even though there's been some defensive mistakes and displays that have been fucking horrendous. But why Yilmaz sometimes can't make the 18 baffles me. Kolak's been good, right? Matondo has shown glimpses of being good. Ben Davies seems to be getting a run in the team at the minute, but that's due to injuries, And then everyone else, I mean, Tillman, good goal against Motherwell. I think people are marking it a bit about that too much. And who else we brought in? I mean, Lawrence is injured, so there's been a few injuries, but a few disasters at the same time, like Sikowski in January as well. What the fuck's going on there? Don't know, but the performances are shite. No one seems to care. No one seems to. The effort, the energy levels are non-existent once it gets past a certain point in the game. Like that Liverpool game, I'm still clinically depressed for that game. We took it to Liverpool for 45 minutes. And then after it, we just went, nah, can't be arsed. But this is kind of more of like a Gio should go rather than a match review. But in terms of Dundee, it was shite. Stephen Davis gets the header after the shot, makes it 1-0 10 minutes in, and we're at home against a championship team. To only be beating them 1-0. And it's not like I say, we were shit. It's not like we were pummeling Dundee. I think Dundee can look at this game and feel very hard done by that they didn't force extra time. They had a few chances, few good saves, and all that good stuff, but the players just aren't playing. And it's easier to get rid of one guy than a whole team, and it's not everyone in the team. But when most of the team's not giving a fuck or not playing, you need to get rid of the manager. So no hard feelings, Gio, but he's not going to step away, and I just don't think the board are going to sack him because I think they're stingy bastards. But then again, they went and splashed 5 million on Yilmaz. I don't know what's going on. Gio didn't get back properly. But at the same time, we shouldn't be scraping results against teams in the league or the championship that are shite. We should be blowing away teams with some of the firepower that we've got, and we aren't. Energy levels are atrocious. Gio, son, time to go.